Welcome to our first webinar here about prepayment and vending. My name is René. I'm one of the managing directors of Cuculus, and I'm very happy to welcome Khaled, one of my colleagues, who is a solution matter expert for everything around vending and prepayment. This is a topic, interesting and very complex topic in itself already, just when you're talking about standard vending, SDS vending. So the thing where people have to walk around and put in their tokens into the meters, but he will even go beyond that and will also tell us about the smart vending and what is the difference between the two. So I hope you're looking forward to a great session and to a great opportunity to learn more about the topic vending and prepayment. Khaled, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Hello, everyone, and good day. My name is Khaled Arsalan, and I am the vending product manager in Cuculus. Thank you very much for your time, for attending the webinar. I would be really glad to go through the revenue protection solution that Cuculus offers to our customers. It would be more focused into the prepayment solutions, but also we will talk about our total revenue protection solution too. Let me share my screen, please. Okay. So as I said, this would be focused on prepayment solution, which is under the revenue protection solution or programs that Cuculus has. During this webinar, we will go through the utility main challenges that usually the utilities face many challenges regarding revenue protection. We will also talk about, as Renee mentioned now, I will explain to you what is the difference between the conventional prepayment and smart prepayment. Also, I will go through what Cuculus offer, which is the revenue protection solution, or what we call it, ZONOS CollectAll solution. And in the end, I will go through the value proposition of this solution. So let's begin with the utility main challenges. Usually utilities around the globe, they suffer from different type of losses, okay? And the main things that they really concern the utilities is the revenue protection, okay? So this revenue loss, let's say, comes from three main categories. The first one, it's the technical losses. It's where there is like a fault or problem with the device or equipment itself. Then we have the non-technical losses. As an example of non-technical losses would be the bill overdue. This is when the end user, they don't pay their bill on time. So it would be a heavy burden for the utility to collect the bills from these customers. Then, as another example, we have the energy theft. This is where the end user or the customer, they try to tamper the meter to steal energy. Then we have the inaccurate meter readings. Okay, this happens because of human errors or the manual meter readings when the utility, they send their staff to the field to read the meters, and problems happens. For example, recording wrong numbers or so, as an example. Then we have fraud. When I say fraud here, I'm talking about the corruption, the high corruption level in some utilities in different countries. Okay. Then the last category is the high operational cost. Usually utilities, they seek to lower this high operational cost that comes, for example, from sending people to the field to read the meters, which is considered a cost for the utility. They want to pay for the staff. They want to pay for the transportation, equipments, etc. Also, monitoring the equipments or the device, I'm talking about the meters in our case, also it's a headache for the utility. So they need to send people. They want to check the status of these equipment. What I want to point out from this slide is that our solution, or the prepayment solution right now, covers most of the non-technical losses, okay? And we will see that in the next couple of slides. I will explain now what is the difference, because as I said, there is in prepayment solution, there is two types. One is the conventional and the other one is the smart prepayment solution. Let's start now of how conventional prepayment works. Usually you have the end user, is the customer. They want to buy electricity. So they just go to one of what we call it the vending channels, okay? And these vending channels, there is two main tabs for vending channels where the customer, they can buy electricity. The first one is the utility offices, or what we call it CDU, or credit dispenser unit. The other category, they are the third-party vendors. Okay, usually they are third-party companies. They have a contract with the utility to sell electricity on behalf of them. Of course, these vending channels, they have access to the vending system. Okay, usually they have a vending system interface. They use a username and password to log in the system. So what they do, first the customer pay the money, then they request a token, okay, from the vending system. The vending system will reply back with a token which consists of which is a number that consists of 20 digits. Okay, they take this token, they print it out on a paper, and then give it to the customer, and the customer will go back to his meter, okay, and input the tokens in the meter. Usually the customer, they can input the tokens using the keypad. Let's say 90% of prepayment meters, they support the keypad, and some of them, for example, there is the IC card and different types of a way of inputting the tokens into the meter. In our example today, I'm talking about the electricity meters, okay? Now, I want to also show you what is happening after the customer, they input the tokens into the meter, and the meter already charged with energy. The customer will start to consume this energy gradually, okay? And after a certain period of time, when the credit is low and the energy is low in the meter will generate a local alert or alarm, okay? That tells the user that, look, hey, I am low in credit and please top up. If the customer didn't top up the meters, after a certain period of time, this meter will disconnect automatically, okay? So now the end user will not be able to use energy anymore. So what are the benefits actually behind the conventional prepayments? First, there is no bill overdue, since we are forcing this customer to pay and then use the electricity. So no need to issue bills and wait for the customer to pay for it. The second one is eliminate the bad debt. I'm talking about delaying in paying the bills by the customer. So the utilities, they don't have to wait that long to collect the money, okay? We can avoid meter readings because no need to go and collect meter data for the purpose of issuing the bills. So again, we are letting the customer pay, then use energy. And of course, in the end, this will improve the cash management for the utilities because this money is already in their pocket, okay? So they can focus much better on how they will invest in improving their, for example, they can improve their services to increase the customer satisfaction. Or maybe they can spend more money in improving their distribution network to deliver the best, to deliver this energy or electricity, let's say, in the best way possible to the customer. Yeah, but before one thing, about the conventional prepayment here, we are still actually missing an important point or some functions in the conventional prepayment to make it the best solution ever for prepayment, okay? The meter itself considered as an asset for the utilities, and it's a very important asset. But unfortunately, in the conventional prepayment, that's true that they can collect money in advance, but the utility, they are totally blind about what is happening to this meter in the field. They cannot monitor, they cannot follow up what is happening with this meter. And here comes the solution, okay, which is the smart prepayment solution. Let me explain a little bit again. Before, in the conventional prepayment, we had the vending system, okay, standalone vending system, is offline. And also we have the conventional meters. To have a smart prepayment solution, we need to combine vending system with the AMI or the advanced metering infrastructure. The advanced metering infrastructure consists of three important components, okay, to make it complete. Or let's say 3 layers, how we call it in our industry, in metering industry. The first layer is the device layer, okay? The second layer is communications, and then we have the systems or the softwares. In the meter side, or the meter layers, we have we don't have conventional prepayment meters, but now we have what we call it smart prepayment meters. It's not only electricity, but also water and gas. These meters, they can communicate with the systems. They can exchange information and data. They can do that because these smart meters, they are equipped with a communication module, allow them to communicate with these softwares. So the meters, they can push data, and also they can receive commands from the meter. And in our case, this vending will generate tokens through the ZONOS MDM, which is our AMI system, let's say. We will transfer the tokens to those meters. So now, additional to the benefits of conventional prepayments, we will have the followings. We will actually, since we create two-way communications between the meters and the systems, we will be able to remote monitoring the meters in the field, okay? As I explained, we can remote transfer the tokens from the system to the meters. And also we will be able to have a remote alarm. What I mean by remote alarm here, that for example, like the customer or the end user, they tampered the meter. They tampered the meter trying to steal energy, okay? For example, they opened the terminal cover of the meter. They try to do something to the box. For example, they bring a magnet to affect the readings of the meter, any kind of tampering. The meter itself will generate an alarm or events and send it to the system with all the details, okay, telling exactly what is happening to that meter. Then we will have the full control. With a smart prepayment solution, we will have the full control of the device in the field. We can disconnect and connect these devices or the meters. In the end, we can also monitor the customer consumption behavior, okay, in a real-time status, because now we can check the meters anytime. We can recall data. The meters will push data to the system and create reports and everything necessary to follow up this consumption. All these together, all these benefits, they represent the total benefit or the total solution of smart prepayment solution. Okay. Let's also now, the way that I explain the conventional prepayments, how it works, I will also explain how smart prepayment works in a simple manner. Again, the same way, we have the end user. They want to buy the electricity. Okay, they reach up the vending channels. The vending channels will request a token from the vending system. But now the vending system, instead of sending back, I mean, the token to the vending channels and print it out, send it to the end user, they will transfer it to ZONOS AMM, our AMI system, and transfer these tokens to the meters using one of the communication technology. Okay. This is how the smart prepayment works. And of course, that doesn't mean that these vendors, they cannot print out the token. They can, okay? But this would be easier and faster. This is just a brief, see the differences between the smart and conventional prepayment with some aspects. For example, considering the cash upfront, that it means that you're letting the customer pay in advance. Of course, both of them support it. Alarms, both support alarms, but you need, just as we explained before, conventional, they have local alarms. Smart, they support remote alarms. Okay, meter top up for conventional is manual top up. For smart, it's remote top up. Auto disconnect and connect is not existing in the conventional. Device status monitoring is not existed in the conventional, and also the consumption behavior, as we explained, also in conventional is not existed. Okay. Now I would really glad to go through our offering. Okay, how we offer our revenue protection solution. We have a comprehensive solution. We call it ZONOS CollectAll. And this ZONOS CollectAll, our prepayment system, our prepayment solution, or let's say our vending system, is included in this solution. Okay. Let's consider CollectAll solution as a package. Okay, as I explained, this solution or the package includes a couple of system software. For example, actually, there is two important aspects that make CollectAll a complete revenue protection solution. The first one, that it consists of these different systems. For example, we have the vending system that serve the prepayment customer. We have the billing system that serves the postpaid customers, and we have what we call it settlement system. This is the settlement system is to manage money reconciliation and money settlements. But today, here, the target of this slide is just to introduce to you the overall solutions that we have, and we need to focus on vending system for the webinar. The second important aspects, as we discussed, that ZONOS CollectAll can be integrated with AMI to provide a smart and comprehensive meter-to-cash solution, which of course prevent, detect, and recover utility companies' non-technical losses. By the end of the day, CollectAll can help you prepare for the next generation for utility provision by removing uncertainty around billing and payment processes. It's possible to both decrease risk for your utility company while also enabling utility cash flow, optimization, and revenue protection. I would dive a bit deeply about our vending system architecture now, and it would be on a functional wise. Just to introduce to you what kind of functions we have in the vending solution. First of all, our vending solution consists of, let's say, a lot of functions, and they create an end-to-end prepayment solution for our customers, okay? For example, like in our vending system, we can manage meter, customer, point of sale, data and information. Also, we can have access management. I'm talking about the people that they want to access the system, and usually they are the operator of the system. We have the vending, of course. I'm talking about selling energy and generating tokens. We have also the debt and tax management, and I mean by debt here is the debt of the end user when they have outstanding payments they didn't pay. We can manage this in our system by, for example, let them pay this debt by installment. Of course, we can setting up the tariff in the system, also setting the service fees and commissions for the agents and the vendors that they are selling electricity on behalf of the utility. Agent management, I'm talking about the vendors, okay? Also, we have the key management, such as, for example, I'm talking about the vending keys, the encryption keys. All the information about the keys can be stored and managed in the vending system. Token management, in our vending system, we have a good comprehensive list of, I would say, engineering tokens, okay? It's used, for example, like key change token, for example, emergency token, and this kind of engineering tokens. About the reports, we have a good, report functionality. We can have a financial reports. I'm talking about the sales reports of selling the tokens or the energy. Management reports, events, and alarms reports, the events and alarms that we talked about before. I want also to share with you that very important information about the vending system. Vending system is multi-utility support. It's not only electricity, but also we support water and gas. We provide meter vendor independence. Just to share with you some important information that Cuculus successfully integrated with more than 300 to 400 meter type from different meter vendors, okay? We provide also a high security, high performance system because we already, we already tested our system with hundreds of thousands of meters. We also offer efficient and advanced customer and meter management, as I explained in the functions. For the tariff settings also, we only not support the single or step tariff, but also the time of use or TOU can be managed in the system. Concurrent mass transaction management, support multiple vending channels. As we saw before, we provide, for example, it supports generating tokens using the POS machine, even the cell phone. We can have an applications on the cell phone. The vendors, they can generate tokens with it. Even we have softwares that allow the end user to log in and check their balances, and even they can top up using these smart applications, let's say. Banking, okay, e-banking, scratch cards, CDUs, automatic vending machines. Even we can integrate with the ATMs. Of course, this needs to work with the banks in a specific country. Then, of course, we are open standard. We support STS in general, and of course, STS 1 and STS Edition 2, and STS 6 for the hardware security, for hardware security machine. This is just here. I want to share with you that this is the list of our partners that we are working with them closely with the vending solution. And I really want to thank them very much for the good cooperation that we are having right now. Next, I will go through the value proposition of the solution. Actually, now I will go through not only the vending, I will try not only the value proposition of vending, but I will try to cover everything in our revenue protection solution that we call it ZONOS CollectAll. So what we are trying to create here first, we are trying to provide one-stop meter-to-cash solution, fits all customer needs. We provide automatic bill calculations, okay? Of course, after receiving the meter readings. We support different payment channels as we described before, not only for vending, but also for billing. We provide billing services for different type of customers. We are talking about residential, commercial, and even industrial customers. As we explained, that we provide a comprehensive meter-to-cash solutions by integrating to the AMI or the advanced metering infrastructure. We support multi-tariff. Multi-tariff is not only single or a step, it's also time of use to put in mind. Also, we support different type of utilities, as I mentioned, water, electricity, and gas. We are STS certified for our vending system. Also, in our settlement system, we can help to generate new revenues due to the grid balancing services. Open standard solution, of course. We provide reconciliations difference between the supply contractor. I'm talking about when the utility, they want to know how much they bought from the energy generation and also how much they will inject in their distribution. So it will help them to manage this kind of information. And in the end, we are fully automated meter-to-cash process. Again, it includes the reconciliation of the payments. And this is the end of, I finished the webinar, and I would really thank you very much. I would really appreciate now any kind of questions that comes to your mind, and I would be very happy to answer. Okay. If there is no questions, I will say thank you very much, and I will close the session. Bye-bye, and see you in the next webinar.